Welcome to our weekly energy forecast and meditation. Sabine.
I'm Juna.
And we're from Synergy in Motion, where it's all about empowering you to live true to you. And every week we bring you a morsel of wisdom for you to play with, to ponder, and to explore. And this week
we have, based in Hexagram 45 of the I-Ching, it's called Gathering or Gathering Together. And it has a lot to do with something called rulership, dominion. And there's even a context in the Bible, in the scriptures, where it says we have dominion over the earth, over the land, and it's about caretaking, but we've kind of skewed it into being dominating and dominant over the land, over the people. So we're looking this week at a type of rulership that you can have in your own life, of being the ruler and the leader in your life, from a place of not domination and dominion over, but working with, like more of a synergy. And when I think Richard Rudd from the Gene Keys puts it so beautifully, he talks about this this path or this flow from dominion and domination into synergy, where we're working with the people, we're working with the land, we're working with others. It's not just top-down structures of dominating and power over, but it's working with. And so we work, the gift level is synergy, and then the city level is communion. And this communion is really, there's no separation. It's not like a mushy oneness, but it's a you and me, and it's all of us together, working together in harmony, in synergy with everything and everyone. So that's the energy of the week. It's pretty powerful. It's a tribal energy, so it's very concerned about the material world and support and being supported. So just take those two keywords, support and being supported. Are you being supported, or how are you supporting? And let there be a synergy with that. If you're only feeling supported by everyone, you might want to change it to bringing some support into others as well. So just look at that, where, you're being a victim and sucking it all up, or where you are sharing your whatever you have in the material realm and the emotional realm, of being generous with what you have. And there's a voice saying, I have, and that's the voice of domination, like I have and I want more, to we have and let's have together. It is the gathering together of the tribe in ways that provide mutual and beneficial support.
Mm-hmm. And it's all about the balance. It's not about just I have or I don't have, but really balancing this out. And in the times that we're living, that balance is very skewed. And I think we're tipping into a new way of being, and before we tip into something else, there is an imbalance. So it's okay to be imbalanced, but let us fall into a new balance again, where we are in communion and we rule from that synergy and that communion, even in our own lives. It's not about, I have to have only my own interests in mind. No, I'm aware that I'm a part of, and thus I can make the calls. Being in communion doesn't mean that it goes all like you're becoming a victim of the environment. No, being in communion is being part of and adding you to the picture. And that's why we're here in the garden, because it's such a beautiful image. The place that we're staying at right now had the garden beds, and just really asking, where does what plant want to go, and choosing, this is what we would like to eat, and also letting the garden be what it is. Like when we came, we found this one garden bed over here, and you see there, these are the lettuce. They just grew abundantly. And if we would have rototilled this whole thing or turned it, which we didn't, nothing would have grown. So really asking questions, okay, what wants to go where? How can we be in communion and add us to the picture as an equal, not as a servant, as in I have to give myself away, in not look at my own interests or my own needs,
Yeah.
but how can I be part of this and have my needs fulfilled, and also what the land requires, what the other people require, and out of that comes the synergy. And talking about that material aspect, I always find when I live in that energy of synergy, it's a nice one, things just come naturally. Like the resources come naturally. You don't need to worry about it. It's just how life works. But when we try to run our lives from our mind, it is dominion. Our mind does not have the capacity for communion or synergy. It just knows its own world. But when we rule our world from our heart, our caring is able to be in communion and have the bigger picture. So in that, being of service from your heart, not because you think it's a good idea, but because you actually feel it in your heart, that's when more gets created. That's where you become a wise ruler of your own world. And a huge contribution to the world, which you are anyway, but that just adds a sweetness to it that is extra.
So yeah, it's not a light and fluffy topic. It's really rich and deep, and I hope you caught the nuances of this energy, this synergy this week of taking care of you and taking care of others, and having that have from I have to we have, and let's share, and how can we welcome the outsider and include everything, but with our own sense of self and our own sense of boundaries, not to become run over by it, right? But still being that leader and that ruler. And a great leader always follows and listens closely to what is required in every situation. So it's not a small task. It's the task of a ruler. If it is in your birth chart, it's number 45, gate 45. Check it out if you would like a human design reading to learn more about it. Sabine has the 45 in her chart, if you don't mind me saying. But it's so we've been learning a lot about what that rulership is. So check it out. Human design reading. Go to our website. We'll post a link below, and check that out.
Well worth it. Very helpful. Yeah.
Okay. Are you ready to meditate?
Yes.
All right.
So, just take a look around. Don't close your eyes. Just take a look around in your environment. And just take it in and say, hi. Right? What is here? Just really be present in your environment with this, what is with you. There's no judgment or any commentary. Just look. Hi.
And listen and smell and taste.
Use your senses, yes. And then close your eyes and take that inside. And have a look around. What's there? What is present? What's your inner environment? With no judgment or mental commentary. Just become aware of that internal environment.
Check in with your body and your breath. Your internal breath, the insides of your body. Notice where there's any tightness or holding. And just breathe. Breathe and notice, breathing in and breathing out. And noticing. What is there? What is not there?
And with that, allow yourself to fall into stillness, into relaxation, into presence. And in that space, connect with your heart, your energetic heart. And take a moment to connect with the power of gratitude. Gratitude for something outside of you, your outer environment, or your inner environment. Whatever it is that you're right now grateful for, allow it to activate your caring, your loving. And perceive how that brings you into the present moment. And in this moment, allow that energy of your caring, your loving, to expand. Expand out into your surroundings, into your environment. Reaching out to the world with love and caring. And while you are loving the world, become aware that the world is loving you as well and is reaching out to you. That life flows that love that life energy towards you. And while you love, open up wide to receive that energy, that caring and loving in all its forms, from the etheric to the very manifest. Open up to receive the abundance, the affluence of love, while you love. And allow this love flowing out and in. Really fill that inner environment of yours as well. Take it in to the deepest, darkest corners of yourself. And from this space of loving and being loved, together let's become aware of how we dance in this world and interact. And let's take a moment to consciously move, dance, be in the world, in communion, from love. You can think of someone you interact with on a daily basis, and really add that energy, the awareness of how life flows between the two of you. Or you can just connect with your society or the world as a whole. Just take this time to bring that energy of synergy and communion with love into this present moment, into this world.
I'm using the image of the hexagram of gathering together, feeling that connection and that support.
And together, let's walk into the new world, caring for ourselves, for each other, and our environment in all its forms, the outer and the inner. Being in communion and honoring ourselves and each other. And in that energy, we're very grateful for you and honor you in all your beauty. And love you in all your diversity, the good, the bad, the ugly, and the beautiful. Amazing. What a gift you are. Thank you. Thank you for being you.
And thank you for being here today with us in this beautiful nature with the sounds and the space. And may your week ahead be full of gathering together and being aware of the interconnectedness of all things. Until next time. Bye for now.
Bye.